What's up, guys? First job of the day. Already pre-sprayed. Brenda's going through here and doing some agitation. Say hello, Brenda. Trying to get her on camera a little bit more. All right, so I've already pre-sprayed. I use the product I use to do 99% of my pre-sprayed in all my jobs. And right now what I'm doing is, as I pre-spray it, I notice there may be some organic kind of stain. This is a vacation rental, so wherever I see dark, it's usually a spill of some sort, either wine or coffee or just water. Water will get you different looking stains. And it's all organic, so what I do is I go through here with my organic spot treatment, which is a peroxide product, and just go through here and anything I see dark, not much in here. And the pre-spray I could tell is already working because I see a lot of dark spots as I was pre-spraying. Now since she's agitating, everything's kind of disappearing. So what I like to do is generally before she does a nice dark spot right there, before she agitates, I like to hit these dark spots when I see them. So, you know what, pre-spray, maybe walking around with the, directly after you pre-spray, bottle this, go around and hit the things that you think may be organic. And then if I see paint or ink or whatever, I'll go ahead and bring that out of the van and put that right next to the spots. So as I'm cleaning, I can stop and treat those spots, stain and stuff like that. So hot water extraction is really easy to get rid of stain and water-based paint, stuff like that, rust. Sometimes you need a little bit more dwell time, but as far as ink, you just literally stop where you're at, spray it. But the ink exit is what I use by ProChem, and then extract and rinse, and it just rinses it out. Now VLM is going to take a little bit more time. You have to stop and soak it, blot it until it's all out. So VLM process is a little bit more in depth as far as especially stain removal than hot water extraction. So we got pros and cons of both methods, right? So if you think I'm getting into the business, hey, it might take you a little bit longer, but don't let it prevent you from starting the business. This VLM's a good process also. As a matter of fact, when I showed up here, I thought, I should have brought my orbiter, my Vibe. Nice clean. So yeah, I did that, all this prep work. When you're cleaning, all this prep work is what matters. Because when we pull out those hoses or pull off that bonnet, we want to just keep going, clean, and get out of there. We don't have to stop and treat things, right? So what we can pretty much decide, see how that dark area is right there? I can guarantee you from experience that that's a water spill. And it's wicked up. So it's got a stain. So all you need is a little bit of peroxide on there. 6% peroxide is a good peroxide level. And that'll take care of almost every organic stain you need to be taken care of. I'm doing a lot of spotting here, and this is probably just not even necessary. I guess it's just for camera time to get to yapping my jaw. So now what I'm gonna do is, I know everything's treated good. This is gonna be easy to clean all the way out. What we're gonna do is work through here, skip over there, and then work our way out of here. Hoses ran, and you know what you do when you got a hole in one of these things? You just stick a piece of wood in there like that. Yeah. Stick it in there. Just joking. Come on. All right, so here's a little quiz for you guys. What type of carpet is it? What material is it? Just by looking at it. Once you're in the industry, you don't have to start pulling out fiber from every job and all that stuff. But experienced guys would be no problem. But just by taking a look at this, tell me what fiber it is and put it below in the comments. All right, I know what it is. I just want to see if the new guys are picking this up or not. All right, guys. So me and Brenda were just having a discussion, and I thought it'd be a good topic to talk about here. Is, you know, how much you charge to do a carpet cleaning job? Well, I charge $50 a room. Living rooms, double that. Master bedrooms, double that. And a lot of people, some carpet cleaners, well, a lot of people may think that's expensive. You know, this is not the target audience that I'm trying to reach for. But, and some cleaners may think, I can never do that. But, guys, there's guys out there charging $75 a room carpet cleaning. Now, do I suggest raising your prices up to $75 a room? People do that because of business, because the business model allows them to do that, right? In other words, a lot of us are adding different services to our carpet cleaning, and you know, and to where that other services really becoming the majority of your work. So all of a sudden, carpet cleaning, which you started off with, is almost like a secondary now. You're not too worried about that. So what do? You raise your prices. Sometimes you raise your prices to where even to you it feels a little uncomfortable, but then you say, you know what? This isn't my number one thing anymore. So basically, I don't want to do carpets unless I'm making X amount. So when you're raising your prices up, and you see guys out there raising their prices up to say $75 a room plus, know that that's not their number one bread and butter right now. They've turned that into a second, second in their business. So think about that, guys, before you see people starting to raise their prices up that high. Well, trust me, guys, I preach this stuff and teach this stuff that you don't want to be a low price carpet cleaner. That's a spot right there. I need to hit again. It's not have something's up with that one. But if you see this happening, if they can do it, I can do it. Trust me. They're getting a lot of people saying, thank you very much, I'm gonna shop around. But they are getting business, but it's not their number one deal anymore. So think about that. Once you start providing another service and that starts to overtake, then maybe that's a good idea to start raising your prices on carpets, because basically you don't, you know, want to take a cut and pay. So if you're doing hardwood floors and you're making a killing, stopping to do carpets is kind of hard to do, even at $50 a rental. So that's what it is, guys. Something else to think about is if you're seeing other guys, you know, they're busy, you know, constantly busy, constantly working. You know, they've only been in business for a year or 2 years, and you're not getting as much business as them. The reason why is probably you're not as advertising as much as them. See, these people are doing a lot of advertising, whether it's social media or Google or Yelp. So just because another thing is, just because you see these people working a lot doesn't mean they're making a lot, even if they're charging a decent amount per room. Because new guys, they gotta advertise. You gotta advertise. Okay, so you gotta put your advertising budget into factor there, so you're not really make as much money as you think at the end of the month, because you know you're paying for all this advertising, but you're making a good living, guys. And I'm not talking down on people that are advertising. You gotta advertise. That's it. And I advertise here and there. You got to do it, especially when you plan on growing your business and or adding employees and stuff like that, or you're just starting another service in your business and you want to advertise for that and get that out there for people to see. But there's guys out there that don't have to advertise anymore. All right, they're small enough till they don't have to advertise anymore. So owner operators, after about 4 years, you should get to a point to where you really don't need to advertise anymore, if you're building yourself a good reputation. Now, if you've been in that business and you're just owner operator, one van guy, and you're still having to pay for all that advertising, or else nothing's happening, that means business model may need a little bit of fixing. You know, you might need to tighten up a little bit and work on your service, customer service, process, whatever. Something's getting in the way there to where you're not getting return calls, turn those customers into clients. That's the main thing, guys. You have to turn those customers into clients if you want to succeed, or else you're going to be advertising forever. So, like I said, I rarely advertise. You know, I've been doing a little bit more advertising on Facebook, and I do that myself. I don't pay a company to do that. Just because I'm adding, I'm focusing a lot more on tile. I want to get a lot more work tile. So I'm not playing around with it, but it's not a necessity, guys. It's not a necessity. I'm making a great living carpet cleaning, but I like to get it to a point to where I got a couple vans. I got some guys working for me, you know, so that's what I'm aiming for. All right, so that's it for this one. I know a lot of talking, but if you're just getting into business, I'm sure that's very valuable, because when I was first starting out, I would have ate this stuff up like a fat kid on his birthday. All right. See you in the next one. Real quick, guys, if you're thinking about getting into the carpet cleaning business, I do offer a step-by-step course down below. All my videos, there's a link. Not just the technical side of it, but the business side of it. How to get those customers to call you. Also, the tools I love and use, down below also. Now back to the video.